Hello, friends. It's another day on planet Earth. Welcome to my world, the world where we try to get our hoodies lined up in the little metal things, even though we're not working in a mirror image, but in a reverse mirror image, which is a mirror of a mirror. You're looking at me as I'm looking at me. Okay, today we're going to do a Mayan calendar reading and a little bit of a preparation for the next few days of auspicious days of Pacal Votan. Now, Pacal Votan was the um, sage, king, prophet of the Mayan people. Um, their young Buddha, Krishna, Yeshua, their awake one, their spiritual teacher, Pacal Votan. He lived from 603 AD to 683 AD. And Pacal Votan, well, basically the Mayan calendar, I'm sure he didn't make it up, but he was the time engineer. That was another of his titles. He's the one that told people about time and how it worked and the cycles of our sun and earth around the central sun, which he called the Hunab Ku, which was the consciousness from which all consciousness arose from. So you are an aspect of the Hunab Ku. I'm an aspect of the Hunab Ku, and all creation is an aspect of the Hunab Ku, which is the one consciousness. And you can call it by different names, but each different name you call it by is a thought form. So if you call it, the Messiah, there's a particular thought form about that, or the one God. There's a patriarchal male, one male patriarchal God who's mean and can smote you. They're all thought forms, and they all cause us to have experiences based on our relationship to that thought form. And the whole world that you and I live in is based on thought forms, some which are forms of thought that we came to on our own, and some are forms of thought that were forced into our consciousness through our educational system and our society and our parents and everything else, who were not necessarily functional people because they were continually going to war and killing each other and then having to relocate because of wars and because of all those different things. And so we basically have a smorgasbord of people who left wherever they came from because of starvation or whatever and came over and then starved out the people that were living in the place they went to. This is the stuff that you may not feel like you have to clean it up because it wasn't me. Whatever my ancestors did, it's not on my back. Or you may be a person that, to clean this stuff up, it's going to take a fair amount of cleansing. And we've been through 28 years of cleansing. I've had no coffee today, but I had a transformational experience last night, so I'm a bit high-wired, and I'll regulate it, bring it down. Just bring it down. There's no sense of you coming onto this site to get jacked up. Or maybe there is. Maybe that's why you come onto this site. Okay, so let's set up a healing field if you want to, and then if you don't, just close your eyes, cover your ears, and wait a minute or so while I set it up. So, state these things out loud if you choose to. I connect to my deep self. I connect to my higher self. I connect to my highest self. I ground myself to the healing center of the earth. I open myself to the healing power of the one consciousness. I release anything that's not useful to me now. And if you want assistance from the seventh dimensional beings, the Hathors, you can say, I choose to work with the Hathors. You have to say these things. I ask that the higher self take us through the portal of time to the event that would be of the highest good, to release and integrate at this time. That one. And I invite all souls affected by this event to return to the event, to release and integrate the energy of the event for themselves. And I ask that we all be placed in a field of protection while we do this work. And upon arrival at the event, I ask the higher self to assist us to release and integrate all energies of the event, gently and easily, fully and completely, on all levels and through all space and time. Healing event is set up. If you came here just for the healing event, then you can just wait until the energy is clear for you, that you feel like they've cleared, and then come back and we'll do the last part of the process towards the end of the video. And I'm determined to be somewhat focused and not have this video be 29 minutes. We shall see. So I want to give you an overview of what is going on today, tomorrow, and Friday. So today is a red overtone Earth Day. I really love the kin of red Earth. I'm a red dragon, so red Earth is an aspect of my kin of the red ones. There's the white ones, there's the blue ones, there's the yellow ones. And so you're, based on your birth, you're in one of those categories, and I'm in the red category, and I'm a red dragon, which is, we're number one of the 20 kin. We're the first kin on some levels. But the yellow sun is the beginning and the end. The central sun, the Hunab Ku. So if you're a yellow sun, like my wife is, then the world begins and ends with you. And even though you may be married to a man who says, we're number one, because we're the red dragons, we're the first kid of the 20, they can say, yeah, you can think highly of yourself if you wish to, but we're creation. We are the central sun. We are the yellow sun. And we're the beginning and the ending. And so how can you be number one when zero is the beginning and the completion? You go from nothing, you end up as nothing. But a part of the great nothing, or the great everything. Is the cup half full, half empty, or is it not a cup? Okay, we're not going to get through in 29 minutes if I just keep going all these directions. So, and have the kitty back there saying like, you know, it's kind of cold out here today, and I've eaten my chicken, and I'd rather be in there crawling across the table and pulling plants out of pots or whatever. Okay, so here we're going to get focused. So, Pacal Votan, the sage king prophet of the Mayan people, in the wall of his cave, he had 13 specific dates marked out. He had 260-day cycles where you go the 13 moons times the 20 kin is 260, and so every kin gets their day in the course of the year. And there are 13 days in those 260 days, which are the auspicious days of Pacal Votan, which are days in which major things can shift for you. So if you had some energy stuck in a particular something, when that day comes up again, that auspicious day, you can free that stuff up. and get the spirals moving again and not just be stuck there holding energy. So there's 13 days in a 260-day period of time, which is approximately, well, a lot of months. There's 13 days. There's 3 of them in the next 4 days. So today is the 5th day of the 13. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is the 6th day of the 13. And Friday is the 7th day of the 13 auspicious days, and it's also a yellow sun day. So today we're starting off with a red overtone earth. So let's just start with the red earth, because I think this is just, I love the sign of the kin of the red earth. So the red is about the east, which is about initiation. So this is a red earth, I'm a red dragon, we're about new beginnings. The red earth is about the east, it's about the initiation. It's also related to the heart chakra. And red earth is about evolving, navigating, and synchronicity. So there's a quote here by Telektanon that synchronicity is how we experience telepathy. As a synchronized whole system, Earth is a conscious, sentient being, an integral member of the larger galactic community. Humanity, as a unique part of this living system, belongs to the Earth. And our collective evolution is a shared journey in time. Living in resonance, energetic relationship with the earth, honoring Gaia's magic in our heart, we maintain a mutual connection that feeds our spirit and informs our navigation. We exchange the power of healing and support when we consciously affirm our unity. We are one. We are a team. There is an I am in team, which I spell T-I-A-M. Synchronicity is born of timing. Life's natural time expresses itself as the synchronic order, the galactic ordering dynamic which coordinates the unfolding of all events as one cosmic expression of now. Synchronicity is constantly happening, yet to be aware of it requires deep mindfulness, sensitivity to the subtle nuances. By combining devotion to the present moment, with attention to the harmonic codes of time, our senses and navigation evolves. Keen into direction furnished by every clue, we can fully trust in the scheme of synchronicity. What we need to see, we will see. We can fully trust in this. What we need to know at any moment will be revealed. At this juncture of evolution, all planetary citizens, you are one of them, are called forth to participate in shifting our collective consciousness. Now, how hard could that be? Shifting our collective consciousness. That we may set a new course of action, one which aspires to heal the biosphere by functioning in harmony with nature. Who comes up with that sort of stuff? Functioning in harmony with nature? You think it'll work? Ultimately, Earth's fate is our fate. We are one Earth, one time, one people. Let us together navigate our collective evolution in conscious synchronization with the living Earth force and the consciousness of one, the Hunab Ku, the central sun, which radiates outward, and we are an aspect of that creative process. Red Earth. Okay. And it's also the overtone, which is tone 5. So tone 4 is about things coming into form. Tone 5 is about the energy that activates the form. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say this one thing about it. Overtone directs us. So these energies direct us to focus on the heart of the matter. Navigate as though you are shooting a film out of sequence. We affect all aspects of our experience by centering in the ever-present now. Center the mind in stillness, the heart in love, and the body in breath. And you will find yourself centered in the cosmos. It might even be called Cosmo. Okay, so we have these major days of change taking place today, Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. 3 of the 13 major days of change, according to Pacal Votan. And I've experienced them for years now, and I tend to, either maybe because I believe it, or I tend to experience it, that this a major day to change. And to give you an idea, I had this big experience yesterday where something really shifted for me, and I thought, wow, who's going to be attracted to this shift? Which of my clients am I going to hear from about having sessions today? And I also knew that today was one of the auspicious days of Pacal Votan. And those are days, and almost always people, not consciously, but they want sessions on either galactic activation portal days, which there's 52 of in the 260 days, or there's 13 auspicious days of Pacal Votan in the 260-day cycle. But I was wondering, I wonder who's going to want sessions on this first day of this transformational experience I've had. And sure enough, I get a text message, can I have a session? And I have a session with that person. And then the person who referred that person texts me, can I have a session? And so 2 kind of, to me, big energy people. I like big energy people. And so the 2 people are having sessions today. Okay. Stillness of the mind, openness of the heart, and flow of the body through the breath. So we'll, look at the time, 20 minutes. So I'm going to close up the healing field, complete the healing field. So I ask the higher self to assist all the souls that had returned to the event to combine with that part of their soul that had remained at the event and bring that combined soul back in the body with all of its wisdom, power, and clarity, compassion, curiosity, and kindness, and with joy and love. I ask all the souls to ground themselves in the healing center of the earth and open up the portal for the delivery of the new energies into the earth at this time. And I ask that the new energies be brought in now. And be activated. And I let the universe and beyond know that this has been done and that it's good. So may this serve you right, and may it serve you well, and may it serve you. And keep in mind, Tuesday now, today Tuesday, tomorrow Wednesday, and then 2 days later Friday, are auspicious days of Pacal Votan. They're days that you can make a lot of change. And maybe not even exactly on that day, because that day is spread out across the globe, because the Mayan calendar relates to the cosmos. So for me, it happened last night. It's happening today. It's going to happen again tomorrow, then part way into Thursday, and then happen again on Friday. So all these 4 days are auspicious. And may you use them well. May they serve you right. And may all dogs, children, have puppies and continue the dog population. Well, not all of them, but some of them. Some of dogs' children have puppies. And may none of them come to live with me. I love dogs, but enough. Enough dogs. Okay. So, deep breath. And know that together we can work with all these energies of the whole consciousness of humanity changing. And through this rise in vibration that's happening. And it may not look all the time so good to us, and we might judge it and go, oh, why don't people just let go and change? And then it's good to go, why don't people let go and change? And when we do, things change. All right, that's it. Now can go change. Arrivederci.